Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and I'm not going to say Happy 4th of July. I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is tell you about what Spirit has given me to share, and that is about ending Dependence Day. Ending Dependence Day. What does that mean? Beloveds, I want you to think of all the things that we are dependent upon, especially when it comes to the United States government, local, state, and federal. I want you to understand the laws and the rules that are applied to us are loosely applied to others. I want you to understand that Spirit is saying, it's not I want you to, Spirit is saying, expand your spiritual conscious awareness to not be so dependent upon systems invented by men. Systems ran by men who are not conscious of them, spiritually conscious of themselves, spiritually conscious of the responsibilities that they hold for the public, the community, for humanity, for souls and spirits, for children, for women, for men. There comes a time when accountability and responsibility must be recognized. That is the foundation of spirituality. It's not about rules and this and this and that and that and that and this. It's about integrity. It's about responsibility. It's about accountability to one's self and to the connection with one's higher self, the accountability to one's higher self. I've been sharing you are not your mind, you are not your thoughts, you are not your feelings, you are not this body. You are a higher self that dwells within, that sees and watches and observes everything else. Your accountability is not to your feelings. Your accountability is not to your thoughts. Your thoughts change like this. One minute you like this, the next minute you like that, the next minute I can't stand that. Do not put your trust in your thoughts. They come like the clouds and go with the blow of winds. Let me bring this. Everybody is wanting to come through with this, so let me just keep grounding myself, beloveds, because, like I said, this is a very deep topic, and it is one that is so on point. I opened my phone today, and I've subscribed to this news channel. And in this news channel, it spoke of all the violence that's going on against the communities. One was Chicago, about a parade, people dying, single gunmen, so forth and so on. Beloveds, I am not telling you what you should or you should not do. I am not telling you what your rights are and what they are not. I will say this. You are a divine, conscious being of choice. What are you choosing to celebrate? What is the spirit of what you are celebrating? Is it the truth? or is it a lie? See, because you get caught up in the party, in the festival, in the merry, 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 in the happy, happy, in the, drinking, clubbing, dee-dee-dee-dee-da-da-da, barbecuing, you get caught up in all of that. But you have to understand the spirit of what you are celebrating, the frequencies that you are enabling, that you are honoring, that you are invoking, that you are agreeing with. I grew up Jehovah's Witness. We didn't celebrate any holidays. We knew that they were all pagan related, that it was thoughts, feelings, blah, 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 blah. Adore this, give your attention to that, da, 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 da. It wasn't biblical based. It wasn't any of that. So it was of man. And so we didn't celebrate. In my household, my mother studied. My father did not. And so my mother, being a wife, would submit it to my father somewhat. And, my father said, it's what the babies want. If they want to do this, they can do this. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to. And we gave the sentiment, we gave ourselves permission with saying, well, we're not celebrating the holiday, we're just having a family get together and do-do-do-do-dee-da-da-do-do-do. But yet we're all dressed in red, white, and blue, and the this and the that. We're going and we're purchasing what's on sale. And I want you to understand all of the holidays are connected to a corporate fiscal market. These are measures. The holidays are measures of how much money can be made. Okay? It is not about your spirit. It is not about your patriotism. It is not about any of that. That's just the outward appearance so that you can fit into the herd mentality. Okay? So that you can go spend all this money for these things. Everything goes on sale. You notice that? It's not even related to the holiday, but we're going to have a 4th of July sale. I want you to understand what is being marketed to you. I want you to understand what this is calling to. It's calling to your mind. It's saying, come here. It's whispering to you. Spend some money. Come on, party with me. You know you want this. Remember when you were a kid? Blah, 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 blah. It's a hedgehog. With everything that's going on right now, Roe versus Wade, Republicans doing their war dance, trying to secede, trying to take over, trying to have coups, deeply rooted all through, trying to stack the deck in the local, in the federal, and in the state, in the judicial, in every branch of government that there is. It is time to open your eyes to these things, beloveds. These things rule you. These people rule you. Their laws govern you. And you are so entranced and caught up in this physical world that you forget the spiritual. You forget your spiritual highest self that's watching all of this, that's saying, there you go again. Hello? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? That's not you. That's not you. Hello? Over here, in here. Listen to something higher than yourself. The ego self, the mind self, the feeling self. Okay? Listen to something higher than your thinking, than your logic. Listen to wisdom. Wisdom shows you that all of this goes round and 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 round until what happens? Until you wake up and it doesn't anymore. Until that system is so broken that nobody, I ain't following that. No, we ain't going, no. No. Not me, not mine, not my children, not my grandchildren, not on my watch. I'm not down with that. I'm not going along with that. I'm not amening that. I'm not passing the plate to that. No. I'm not donating to it. I'm not contributing to it. No. Especially when you're not listening to my voice of my community and what we need. We need clean water. We need fair housing. We need wage increase. You ain't listening to none of that. But we pay your salaries. And while we suffering and going through, you on your vacations making millions of dollars with your stock portfolios through the governmental, like I said, holidays. What were they? Holy days? Holy days for who? What God? The money God? You out here serving stuff. You out here adoring and worshiping and giving your spiritual agreement. You're renewing the contracts, the soul contracts, the enslavement of you and all your generations agreeing to this. They're making all the rules. They're not considering what you say. What was once the majority and you could not get around is no longer the majority. That has changed. It has changed because that is the cycle and season of change. And now that that change has happened, you need to realize what also needs to change. Find what is of the highest frequency that speaks to the whole entire collective, that speaks to the whole entire planet, that speaks also to you individually. Because if it speaks to you individually, 9 times out of 10, it speaks to some more. In the midst of the chaos, be silent. What does that mean? That means don't add your voice to the chaos. Don't go up there and argue this and that, that and this and that and this and this. Yes, I'm not talking about protesting. I'm talking about arguing with people who don't know no better. The Bible calls them fools. Why would you sit there and try to convince somebody of something that you have no chance of convincing them, of moving them? What are you trying to do? Make you be right and them wrong? They're not gonna check in for that. They don't hear that. In their minds, they are always right and everybody else is wrong. Okay? And they will kill, cheat, and steal in order to be right, to appear right. You need independence from that way of being, from that frequency of existing. We need to come up with ways that get our voices heard as a community. You do that locally. You do that throughout the state. You do that federally. But you do that in your neighborhood first. You do that in your household first. You do that with yourself first. And then you walk up those stairs. It's baby steps. And everybody is on a different level in their process, in their progress. And it's not up to us to have a time clock. Well, you should have been here and that's not on you. Never think that you know enough about somebody else's soul or spirit to say what they shoulda, coulda, woulda. Baby. Woo. Don't go there. Don't even put that hat on. Don't even put that suit on. Don't go there. You don't know what you're opening up to come back on you when you do that. Universal laws are finite. They don't change. What's coming back to you is coming back to you. God didn't do it to you. So and so didn't do it to you. You are a sovereign, conscious being of choice. What you create is your mess. The elders used to say, you made that bed, you're going to lay in. That's how you made it. Independence from the systems. Right now, you have church and state trying to reunite in the form of Roe versus Wade. You listen to the morality that they're spewing, that they represent and that they cling to. And yet, how many skeletons and aborted babies are in their cupboards, in their sepulchres, in their closets, under their beds? Their daughters, their mothers, their sisters, their brothers. How many? How many bastards born and unborn, do they claim and do they not claim? Hmm? Mother Church. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's blasphemy to even use the word mother with that, with what your history shows. It speaks for itself. We are so dependent upon fitting into a mold that was created by lower frequency logic, that we dismiss our own instincts and intuition to fit in that box, to congregate, to commune, because we don't want to be left out. We don't want to be abandoned. We don't want to be excommunicated. We don't want to be censured for heretic. We don't want to be our wealth and our everything stripped from us, our children sold. These are all memories that live within us. Step back from your mind, from your thoughts of what you think you see and what you think you know. Because, baby, there is an unseen, there is an unheard waiting to be known. And it is called the truth. And if the truth were being wielded as it should, common sense, would things be this way? Would things be the way they are if we were relying, if truth was the foundation? So, common sense. Things are based on lies. Big lies, little lies, red lies, green lies, white lies, black lies. Lies, 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 lies. Oh, the 4th of July, it's about this Independence Day and Thanksgiving Day is about this and that and that and this, and Easter is about this and that, and Christmas, yep, Easter, this and that and that and that. From the oldest of times to the present. Tax it, tax it. How do they say it? The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Because we go along. We have been so terrorized and so brutalized as spiritual beings that the mind has become our master. The body has become our dictator and tyrant. Our habits must be supply. And we get high on our own supply. Yes, we do. And then, as conscious beings, we choose to hate. We choose to be vengeful. We choose to be petty. We choose revenge. We choose war. Oh, that's so brilliant. That's totally logical, yep. It's not, beloveds. And over millennia, centuries, aeons, civilizations, has it worked? No? Then isn't it time, as conscious beings of choice, for you to come to a consensus and decide what is relevant based upon the needs of the individual as well as the collective, from a local, from a statewide, and from a federal perspective. Put people of integrity, truth tellers, people that don't buckle when somebody wants to bribe them or somebody wants to scare them or intimidate them to do something they know is wrong. No, I'm not going to do it. We going to kill you. We going to kill your children. Baby, you done did that so many damn times. Come on. Come on, Cetus. Come on. I'm on life number, reincarnation number, blah, 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 blah. But finally, you know what, Cetus? Not this watch. I ain't going with that shit. I ain't with the okie doke. I ain't with that this time. Not this generation right here. You about to realize. Spirit, higher frequency, spiritual heart, aligned, connected, sees you, and don't want no part of you. Don't think you sexy. Don't think I'm gonna be your hoe or your bitch. Your riches do not impress me because they material, baby. They gone with the wind. The only side is spirits, the highest of frequencies. I've been in the lower. I'm rising up, I'm ascending up out of them. I recognize them now when I hear them, when I see them, when I feel them around me. And I'm like, I'm good. Because I'm no longer dependent on your traditions, your systems, and your statistics, and your bottom line. I'm no longer towing that rope and pulling that burden and step. No, no longer your slave. I'm uncollared. And I ain't the only one. I might be one of the biggest mouths, but I ain't the only one. And I ain't the last one. There is a much brighter, listen to the word, brighter future, present, past, that we are aware of within us. But we choose as conscious beings to focus on the lower, to be ruled by the lower. Because it's too what? It's too painful to raise up. It's too painful to bend your head to spirit, to bow down to something truly higher than you. That has no birth date or death date, that has no form, but that is within you, and that you cannot separate yourself from no matter what. And in the end, because you are its creation, you are an aspect of it that created itself for expression. It has total power of you, over you, as you. But you have not integrated that yet. In this world, they say it's the fifth. We've come so close so many times, and here we are again. And so many will tell you, the ancient ones, the wise ones, will tell you the prophecies are being fulfilled. As to this, we're at the precipice once again of totally going back to ground zero all over again. Because once again, we did what? We failed. We failed to rise to the occasion. We failed to hear the frequencies. We failed to tune in to our higher selves. Instead, we willingly chose to be slaves of minds, men's minds, philosophies, stories, lies, fairy tales, with bits of truth thrown in there, and all scrambled up like a damn casserole. And we open wide, boom, boom. It's barbecue. Oh, that's vegan. Okay. I put my faith in spirit. I do not put my faith in man, in mankind. I put my faith in the spirit that incarnated in human beings, that is there, that resides within them, that creates their field and their animation and their abilities, keeps them breathing and keeps their heart beating until it fades away. I put my faith in that. That is eternal wisdom. That is unconditional love. That is peace. That is hope. That is patience. That is grace. Excuse me. I'll have some water. Beloveds, I'm going to get off of here now. I just wanted to state what was coming up within me this day. And like I said, we really need to focus on what we're dependent upon. Being dependent upon something means it's a habit. Means you're addicted to it. It means you long and you yearn for that. And you cannot see past it. That's why on certain holidays, so much violence takes place. So many deaths and suicides happen because of addictive behavior, addicted to dysfunctional behavior. I look forward to the time that's coming soon where we can all really truly come together and celebrate in the highest spirit of intimacy, spiritual intimacy, where we can truly embrace each other as brother and sister, truly recognizing the divine spirit, that highest frequency in every being, and embracing it and praising it for its uniqueness, for its every expression, for its ability to expand your conscious awareness from one state into another, and how it does that through the unconscious, the subconscious, and the conscious. Love is a many-splendored thing. It holds so much. It is so vast. We are addicted to love, but we don't know anything about unconditional love just yet. But we're addicted to love. We're addicted to love. If it's love, it has to hurt. If it's love, you have to suffer. If it's love, you blah, 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 blah. Who wrote that? Who said that? Why did they say it? What happened to them? I'm here to tell you, unconditional love for self, baby. Okay, no relationship that you can conceive touch it. Because you realize truly what never being alone, never being abandoned, never being hurt, always having something you can trust means. And can't nothing on this earth touch it. And oh baby, there's some that'll come whisper the sweetest words in the world to you. Wine you and dine you and tell you how fine you are. But do they know themselves? And I'm not just talking about men. I'm talking about women as well. And it's not about gender or sexuality or this and that. It's conscious awareness. And it's eternal. It don't come and go tomorrow. It has a patience, baby. It has forgiveness. Woo! It sees you to your thoughts and your feelings, and it still loves you. Every flaw, every, what is it, eccentricity, every goofball thing about you, every nerdy thing about you, what you hate the most about yourself, it loves. And it says, love it, love it. It's worth loving. Look, look, come try to love. It's you. This is an aspect of you. I love it because it's an aspect of you. It's authentic. You didn't make this up. You didn't create this. This is you. And it's beautiful. And it's worthy of love. It's worthy of mentioning and speaking and hugging and kissing and telling you, I see you. I see you. And what's the you that you're seeing? Spirit is ready to see spirit. Okay? It's time. That reflection, that ground zero, it's time to reflect spirit to spirit. It's time to test spirit with spirit. It's time to know the difference between spirit and between man, and quit being led by man and start being led by spirit. Okay, beloveds, that is going to do it for me. I have said what Spirit wanted me to say. Do not feel guilty over what you do not know. Do not feel the shame over what you do not know. It's one thing to know something mentally. It's another thing to know something in your feelings. But baby, when you know something spiritually through your conscious awareness, that's what makes all the difference. That's what allows you to forgive. That is what allows you to be merciful with yourself, because you realize, I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. I was in my feelings. I was in my thoughts. I didn't know no better. I didn't know that wasn't me. And I could be better than that. I didn't know. I needed to survive. I needed to do what I had to do in that moment to defend myself, or to be in that moment, or to create another moment. But I didn't know no better. Be merciful with yourself. Be forgiving with yourself. And if you can do that with yourself, then you begin to do it with others, because you begin to look at them and know they didn't know no better. They was going by their thoughts and their feelings, and they thought they was right. I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. No, you're not, baby. But I ain't finna argue with you. I don't throw my pearls to swine. I don't do that. The truth is a lion. I done set it free within me. I didn't set my lion free. You got to learn to set yours free. Can't nobody do it for you. Let your lion free. Let your inner lioness free. What is that? The truth. Look up the symbolism of lions. The spiritual, the metaphysical. Ted Andrews is my favorite when it comes to that, but there are many others out there, beloveds. But it's time to sick these lions of truth on these lies and liars. Okay? And you don't have to worry about getting caught up in the battle because the energy frequencies will do that for you. Observe. Observe the words, observe the conversations, observe the changes, observe the anger and those who are angry and those who want war. Why? It's because they're losing in their mind. They're being told no. For many, it's the first time. And they don't know what to do with that. But like I said, don't you get caught up in that. Let yin and yang do what it needs to do. You are the container of yin and yang. Allow those forces to do what they need to do to purify themselves. Just like a woman having her period. You can't you can't mess with that. You gotta let your body do what it needs to do naturally in order to be healthy. That lining has to come out. You can't, well, can I keep these old cells? No. That's not how that works. You've got to let go. You've got to cleanse. You've got to purify. Lies, untruths. They have karma attached to them. Okay. I'll sit up here all day. I will. Anything else, Spirit? Watch the babies. There are dark forces that are fed upon the energy of innocence. Be very observant with the babies. Be very observant on the number of children and babies that go missing, young girls that go missing. Be more attentive to these things. We are their caretakers. It is, we really need to, whoa, let me do that back, sorry. We really need to be more aware, pay more attention to the children. Many of them are lost, as it is prophesied that would happen. So what we're seeing is the culmination of a self-fulfilling prophecy of our unconsciousness. But it is never too late, beloveds. It is never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. And each generation has its own gifts that it will bring forth. Okay, that's it. Namaste, beloveds.